dkdynamite for the start of a new series here for Black Ops 6 Zombies. We're going to be taking a look at every single major and minor augment that just got added with launch, and we'll of course continue this series as newer augments get added, but we're going to be prioritizing a lot of the augments that do bring back classic abilities or abilities you don't want to miss out on. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and as a big reminder, Detonated just launched the Codex, which is a brand new Zombies intel hub, providing every single piece of the storyline, beginning with Cold War and leading all the way into Black Ops 6 for the Dark Ether story. Yes, we're going to be adding in all the intel from the old Ether story in the coming months, but for now it has everything you need to know about the story that started in Cold War, which progressed into Vanguard, Modern Warfare 3, and now Black Ops 6. The link to the Codex is going to be down below in this video's description. Now, I really appreciate all the support on the recent Black Ops 6 zombie videos. A couple of days ago, I did post a guide showing you how to go ahead and unlock augments relatively quickly. That video is going to be linked down below because obviously to unlock some of these augments that I'm going to be showing you throughout this series, you have to put in quite a bit of game time while ensuring that you have specific augment research equipped to go ahead and earn progress towards using every major and minor augment available in the game. But with that out the way, let's jump right into things. So we're going to start this series off with a focus on Frenzied Guard, and this is a returning field upgrade that we first had back in Black Ops Cold War, and it does offer some pretty cool augments. Now, there are a few that we're not going to exactly showcase here in this video since they're really straightforward and do exactly what is described without the need to really test things out, right? For example, we have the Phalanx major augment, which will have allies repairing all of their armor from the kills that they get while near you after you pop the field upgrade. And there's also a minor augment called Rally, which means on activation, repair all nearby allies' armor to full. Again, those are as straightforward as they can get, but there are a couple of other ones that I do want to showcase here with some gameplay, and you're going to see exactly why in a second. You can actually bring Ring of Fire back to an extent through the Frenzy Fire major augment here for this field upgrade, and then we're also going to combo that with Extension, right? The ability to increase the Frenzy Guard duration, pretty helpful, but we'll also show Repair Boost later on in the video, and I will show you Retribution later on as well. Again, you can only create a combo of one major and one minor augment to every single item in Black Ops 6, including fuel upgrades, perks, and even ammo mods. So folks, we are here on Liberty Falls. Let's go ahead and check out the Frenzy Fire major augment along with the Extension minor augment. It's still about the closest we're going to get to Ring of Fire, but I will circle back to that in just a second. The cool thing about this is you don't have to stand in a circle to use all your ammo from the stock. You can just walk around freely and shoot away. Obviously, on the higher rounds, you want to make sure you're pack-a-punch. You want to make sure if you see an insta-kill, you grab it, and then in that regard, you're going to feel like you're using classic Ring of Fire, which, again, was only in Cold War and Vanguard, but it was a little bit weaker in Vanguard, to be honest with you. Obviously, when you go ahead and Pack-a-Punch, you're going to get a lot more bang from the Frenzy Fire ability. It's also almost in the name, right? Ring of Fire, Frenzy Fire. Still works. Now, I honestly wish there was a way to swap out what augments you have equipped to a certain field upgrade while you're in game. Maybe they can add this during the post-launch, unless that's too complicated, but you can obviously change your field upgrade when you pause. You just can't switch the augments that are on that field upgrade. You have to do that at the main menu. I was thinking they could maybe even allow you to do that at an Arsenal machine. I feel like that was kind of the impression I got when they first announced the Arsenal machine many months ago. I figured, hey, maybe that would be the way that you can swap them while you're in a match. Unfortunately, you can't do that, but again, you can still create what is close to a Ring of Fire right now inside of Black Ops 6. Try this out against some bosses as well. Obviously, shooting from the stock is very helpful with the Pack-a-Punch weapon. You can really ensure you get that kill, and oh my god, almost got knocked down there. And there's a full power. Perfect. Now we're going to really make it feel like we have classic Ring of Fire. Here's an insta-kill. Thanks to the Killjoy Gobblegum. And it spawned right in front of me. Played up real quick, and there we go. Obviously, they got rid of Ring of Fire for a reason. It was not in Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, nor is it in Black Ops 6. Could they add it in the future? Maybe, but I feel like they probably won't, considering that this augment does exist. And I would expect certain features that may not come back from older Zombies games to probably come back in the form of augments, or even gobblegums and perk upgrades at some point in the future. Now, some folks would argue that you could just use the stock option gobblegum, and yeah, if you have extra consumables, you want to use that instead, feel free, but hey, Frenzy Guard is free, and so long as you put the work in to go ahead and unlock the Frenzy Fire augment, then you can use that any time without having to worry about any type of consumable, and without having to worry about actually popping that, which that animation could, in fact, get you killed in certain instances. But I'd say for boss fights, if you want to go ahead and use that so you can use ammo from the stock, Can't really go wrong with that at all. Now, I just want to add this in real quick. I actually found the way to cheese the system a little bit. So although you can't change the augments on the field upgrade that you're using, you can only swap to a different field upgrade entirely, which utilizes other augments altogether. You can actually go ahead and just switch field upgrades mid-game, save and quit, go to the menu, switch the augments on the field upgrade that you want to use, then spawn back into that saved game, and you should now be able to utilize the augments that you just switched at the menu. So obviously this is not possible on co-op. This is only something that you can utilize if you're playing solo. All right, let's see if this trick worked. I actually want to see. Okay, it does. I just cheesed it.
Now don't forget, you can use code DYNAMITE to save 10% off any order over at Control Freak, including for the brand new Black Ops 6 Edition thumbsticks, which do come with an in-game charm. The code is in the packaging, and you'll also get a collector's coin for every purchase made through their site. But I also partner with SteelSeries, who just came out with the Mr. Peaks booster pack for their Arctis Nova headset. They also came out with a Monkey Bomb mousepad and even more. You can also use code DYNAMITE to save upwards of 12% off your order.
There are two more augments I do want to test out. The first one is Retribution, which will trigger an explosion upon activation, and every normal enemy that hits you after you pop Frenzied Guard will also be knocked back. It won't actually affect any of the special enemies, unfortunately, and that's a major augment. The minor augment I also want to test is the Repair Boost, and that will go ahead and provide me with more armor per kill. I have the redacted HUD on, so you can't see how many armor plates I have, but I know for sure I currently have 0 on my person. Let's go ahead and test that out. We have a perfect horde here. Let's see what ends up happening. So it triggered an explosion. We're on around 22. That didn't really do much, but I'm holding triangle to place armor back on, and I only had to put on 1 armor plate. That means it gave me 2 plates right when I popped that. So that's pretty useful. Would I use this combo over, let's say, extension plus the Frenzy Fire augment combo? I wouldn't go ahead and use this, to be quite honest with you, but you might be able to find some use out of this maybe in co-op. The explosion doesn't seem to do much, especially on a higher round. Maybe on some of the lower rounds you could find some use out of this, but getting more armor right when you pop it could be helpful if you get trapped in a corner, maybe. So the best way to put it is if you're going to go ahead and run Retribution, which to me is the best major augment for Frenzied Guard, I would probably pair that with the extension minor augment, or if you really care about getting some extra plates when you pop the field upgrade, feel free to go ahead and use the Repair Boost ability. But yep, in every episode of this series, I'm going to go ahead and ensure we talk about exactly what the best combo is with major and minor augments. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I still feel like we really haven't even scratched the surface with exactly what the best combos are for augments in Black Ops 6. By the end of this series, and I'm sure even when Season 1 comes out with some other augments, we'll still be trying to figure out what the best combinations are to use in BO6. Obviously, you can put on 1 major and 1 minor augment per item, so you can have some pretty overpowered items in your inventory once you figure out exactly how to build the best meta loadout. And this will, of course, evolve over time, as I'm sure there'll end up being patches that end up nerfing or even buffing certain augment abilities that I'll, of course, make follow-up videos on. Now, yes, we all missed the purple flame that would surround the player when Ring of Fire was activated, and we all missed that damage boost, but considering how overpowered that field upgrade was, and probably considering that that was the most used field upgrade, there wasn't much variety, which is kind of against Treyarch's philosophy, I don't think they're going to end up bringing that back in the post-launch cycle. But throughout future seasons, I would expect additional field upgrades to also be added in, with the possibility of some additional augments. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the augment abilities for the Frenzied Guard field upgrade? Which augments are your favorite for this specific item? And also how you're feeling about the bootleg Ring of Fire that we came up with. Let me know which augments you want me to focus on in my next video for the series. With that being said, really hope you guys have enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.